Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good evening and welcome to another episode of the Trudge Report. We are a recovery-based podcast. My name is Greg, and I'll be your host this evening. I'm joined by my good friend and fellow trudger, Corey. It is just the two of us holding it down tonight, the dynamic duo. I can't even think of any other analogies. Hopefully, we won't screw this up too much. But yes,
I want to know where the other two are. Where are the other two? I miss a week. They have all their fun on here, and then I come back. What are they, scared?
Well, our good friend Danny P currently just sent me a video from the top of I believe, the Empire State Building.
What?
Yeah, he is up there with his children.
Yeah, so it's like 5 degrees up there. That's cool.
Yeah, he said the winds were whipping like 80 mile an hour winds up there, dude.
Oh my God.
It's dang near the last day of December, brother.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's where you want to be.
Oh yeah. Let me go
now.
up 1,000 feet.
So, yeah. Wow. So this is our 99th episode. We will be coming to your ears on the first day of the new year of 2026. So we hopefully will want to ring in your new year right with a little bit of fun, a little bit of recovery. Just a reminder, listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Our videos are posted each week, so you can watch the episodes on YouTube and Facebook. But as always, please be sure to download on your listening platforms. Remember to like and subscribe on all social media outlets with the handle @Trudge Report Pod. We are brought to you by Stella Mix Podcast Management and our wonderful producer and editor, Miss Janine Stella. Lot to unpack. Yeah, Corey was absent last week. Tell us about your travels, my friend. Tell us about everything, because I know a little bit behind the scenes, but our listeners do not.
Yeah, we don't even have enough time, dude. Yeah, dude. So we're going up to New Jersey for Christmas and everything. We attempted to leave last Friday, which was the 19th, and we packed up the car. And all was well. Got in the car around, we were, right after work, right after I got off work, I think, around 5. Got in the car, proceeded to drive an hour and a half north and break down on 95. So this is a new car, by the way. Not a brand new car, brand new to us.
Like, only a couple years old though.
Yeah, 2023. And I mean, we just got it. Like we hadn't even, when that happened, we hadn't even made the third car payment yet. So kind of unreal, really pissed me off. And dude, I'm not going to detail how he went above and beyond, but Dustin over at Auto Repair on Wheels, shout out to him. No free ads, but definitely free ads for him, because he's the best. He's the best of the best, and I've been going to him for years. Shawn has too. Trust him. He does a great job. Can't say enough. But he had to come bail me out of that one, and he went above and beyond for me. So I really appreciated that. Anyway, long story short, we ended up dude, we didn't even know if we were going to go. I mean, I was on the phone with Greg that night. Didn't even know if we were going to go. And
you were relatively calm for, all things considered. Broken down on the side of the road with a car full of presents, 2 children, and a wife who was probably none too happy either.
Not to put her on blast, but when Gabby goes into panic, I somehow get calmer. Because I guess I just know, like, okay, I gotta pull it together here. Same thing when we found out she was pregnant with Noah. Like, it was a very inopportune time to be pregnant, and she was like hysterical because we were like, oh my God, we're pregnant. And I was like, she thought I was gonna be mad or something, like I was gonna be upset, and I was just super calm. I don't know, because usually I freak out about everything. I mean, our listeners should know that by now.
Of course.
Somehow I tend to stay calm in the craziest of moments, but we ended up getting there, dude. And we ran in a minivan, and It worked out, but dude, oh my god, it set the trip back. I mean, it changed everything about the trip. Like, I won't even bore the listeners with what we had planned, but like, we're both from New Jersey, so my family's from South Jersey, hers is from North Jersey, so we usually split the trip, accordingly, and that got all whacked out and just went crazy. But once we got there, and we had a good time. It was crazy. It was crazy. God, like, trying to think of the highlights. Number
Well,
one,
an
Italian.
Italian Christmas
Yeah, dude, Italian
is
Christmas
the whole
Eve
highlight.
is uh, it's so damn good. Her Gabby's mom, so damn good in that kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Just oh my god. But yeah, we did the 7 fish thing. Listen, I couldn't do the mussels. I don't know if I've ever had mussels, but I just
Oh really, dude?
yeah, it wasn't the day to try them for me. But everything else, the shrimp and the whatever, the crab cakes and the this and the that and all the stuff.
What's up with the mussels? Is it like the consistency, the texture that gets to you, or just the fact that it's literally straight out the shell, or what?
So probably yes, but I gotta be honest with you, dude. I don't even know what to do with it at all. I don't know what to do with it at
You just
all.
take a little fork, pull that sucker out, or just put your whole mouth in there.
Of the shell, you take it out of the
Yeah,
shell.
yeah.
I figured you didn't eat the shell,
Use
but
your tongue and pull it out. You know what I'm saying? Don't
that's
act
even
like you
weirder.
don't know what to do in a little confined space like that, Missioner. Come on now.
Not two kids over here. Um, I didn't do the mussels, but
Mussels
fine.
are good, dude. Mussels
Are they
are
really?
good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because I don't like slimy stuff. So like I was scared to try them at first. I'm not scared, but apprehensive on trying them at first. Because like oysters, like dude, get that away from me. That's gross. But no,
I can do
they're
fried
pretty good.
oysters. I like fried oysters.
Yeah, I can't. It's just it's like snot to me. It's gross.
I've seen people eat just raw oysters just down their gullet. Gross. You got to
Mm-mm.
be fried
No,
for me.
thank you.
Got to be fried. Horse cocktail sauce. Um. So yeah, and then Christmas Day was great as well. I will say that the most challenging part of the week probably was that we were set up in the living room with the kids because we had 10 people staying in the house. So
Hmm.
we were set up in the living room, which did not make Santa's job any easier.
That's Lampoon's Christmas Vacation style for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I don't know, dude. All said and done, we just got back today, like 2 hours ago. So
Yeah,
literally just got done that 15-hour drive about two
on the
hours ago.
road, baby.
I I am tired. Shout out though, real quick. Shout out to my sister-in-law Isabel, who she got me this Eagles hoodie, dude. It
Nice.
says it says Super Bowl, 50 whatever, 59. Is this year 6? Yeah, 59. Super Bowl
59.
59 champs all over it. So that was really cool. And yeah, man, I got her a Cooper DeJean jersey because she likes Coop.
Yep. Shout out to Isabel who's picking a school. So I hear. So picking a school to go to. She got a
Yeah,
lot of decisions to make. So
might go to Ohio State
the
or big.
Ohio State University, baby.
Who knows? But yeah, what was your Christmas like?
Well, I actually stole a page out of your book, to be honest, and I don't know if it was
Went out
me.
for milk and cigarettes.
Never came back.
Okay.
No, I don't know if it was me or if it was my fiance's son, but one of us got the whole household sick. So, yeah, we spent a lovely week. She's still getting over it. Today's the first like day I feel like an absolute full human again. But yeah, she's still getting over it a little bit, and yeah, but we it was cool. We got through it. Um, Christmas was fun, man. We had little man here, in the beginning. Santa was very good to all of us this year, him especially. As he put it, the Tua Tagovailoa. Don't ask me why. He loves the Miami Dolphins. I think it's because of the colors, but he wanted a Tua Tagovailoa jersey, and according to him, me and mom are way too poor to afford that. So Santa came through
They
in the clutch and got that for us.
well, yeah, and Santa probably got it on sale at like 80% off because Tua sucks.
He's not good. He's not good.
That surprises the hell out of me. What are we
No,
doing?
he likes the Dolphins, man. He's liked them for
I
a
mean,
couple
that's
of years
fine.
now. He likes he likes the Browns too, and he likes the Chargers, and he likes about 10 other teams.
Right,
Just
right.
depending on who's on TV at that given moment. So, um, but yeah, he got that. He got hooked up with some WWE action figures and also
Mm,
the Money in the Bank ring. So he got the hookup and then I got the hookup because I got to sit
right.
there and play with them. And I will continue to do so and play with them as much as I see fit because I love it. And it's like a little piece of my childhood. And I'm slightly jealous because even though I did have the action figures as a kid, we never got the ring because the ring was always like crazy expensive, and there was like absolutely not. You use the lid of a cardboard box and you turn that into a wrestling ring. I'm not paying $80 for what, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun times with that, and then yeah, man, just went over to family's house. Probably shouldn't have because we were a little under the weather, but we sucked it up. We went, had a good time, and yeah. Other than that, just kind of spent the whole weekend just chilling at the house, sick. So,
Yeah.
but it was crazy. It was nice up here. It was nice last night. It was 62 degrees in Ohio. I am 4 miles away from the lake right now as we speak. It was 62 degrees last night when I went to bed. I woke up this morning. It's 22 degrees and there's 60-mile-an-hour winds outside, So if anybody down south is wondering what it's like to live in a bipolar state such as this one, that is exactly what it's like. It's nice enough for shorts in the evening, and you need 4 layers come morning.
Dude, so here's the deal. We got snow in Jersey
Yeah,
twice. And it was great because it was a good snow, you know what I mean? Um Sledding and snowball fights, we did it all.
nice.
And
So
it
you
was
got a good
beautiful.
enough snow for that, because
Oh yeah.
there's a difference. Sometimes there's a dusting, and you can't sled. So
Yeah, no, this was the first one was it was like picture perfect, honestly. We had the entire family outside playing, sledding, snowball fights while it was still snowing. Like it was a beautiful sight. Um the second one was more snow, but kind of different, like not really packable for snowball stuff, but we did some sledding still. Anyway, I I asked Gabby's stepdad if I could shovel because I haven't shoveled in years. And I was like, I want to shovel some snow. Like I don't know why. It was just one of those things I wanted to do. I'll tell you what, 10 minutes in, I was like, yep, this sucks. I hate this. I fucking hate this
yeah,
again.
dude. Yeah,
Um, but we got it done. We got it done. But I used to work in snow removal every winter, and it makes you hate the snow.
yeah,
It does. But it
yeah.
was
Especially when you get like a good lake effect snow, and it's like there's ice underneath the snow, and you
oh
got to
god, that sucks.
you break a couple shovels doing that. Yeah, it's no
Yeah.
fun.
But it was great for the kids. I mean, Lucy saw snow like once as a baby, pretty much.
Yeah,
Noah never did. So and he's a freaking
and
penguin, dude. He's a penguin
and
in the snow.
old Noah, no broken bones in the snow.
No, he goes like belly down on this damn sled, just barrels down
Yes.
the driveway. The driveway's on a hill,
Yeah.
just perfect, and he just goes down, puts his arms out behind him like he's fucking Superman, and just crashes into like this like driveway marker or something, and he just looks at me, and goes, "I widow crashed into this, but I put it back."
I
And he just ran back up and did it again.
love it.
But
That
he's
kid is
good. Yeah,
built like a tank, dude.
he just does not care.
Yeah.
Doesn't care.
Well,
But yeah, it was a good Christmas. It was a good Christmas. It's
what
hard.
are memorable gifts on your end? The Eagles. You
This
got the Eagles hoodie.
Yeah, this hoodie. Gabby got me sunglasses that I desperately needed, and we were talking about. I was literally saying earlier how I don't understand how some people care so much about like designer shit and whatever. And she's like, Corey, you will not wear anything but Oakleys. And I'm like, that's different. It's not as expensive.
Well,
But
but Oakleys are damn expensive now, dude.
yeah, we got a good deal on these, but I needed them so bad. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I asked for. She got those for me. Smart.
Yeah, I got a decent amount of really cool things, and I got some designer cologne, which is
Oh
always
yeah,
nice,
I do
always
have
fun.
good Versace cologne. That's
Yeah, I got a bottle of Yves Saint Laurent. Just sounds like money. So,
fuck.
but I will say one of the most memorable gifts I got, which was very cool. Definitely like, excuse me, a testament to kind of what we do. I guess maybe that's just me looking too much into it. But Peyton, do you know what a pixie shop is? They have that at the school for the kids down there.
Like a Secret Santa type deal.
Yeah, like where the
Yeah,
kids
yeah,
take money to school and buy people
yep,
stuff.
yeah. We
Well,
do that.
Peyton, he just like he's told like just go buy for whoever you want to buy for. He's not giving a list or anything like that. And he got me a tape measure that says, now I am not this boy's father, but it says, "Dad, you are loved beyond measure." So
Oh,
very cool. He got me a really cool thing last year too. That was kind of like the the whole stepdad thing, and
yeah,
yeah, man, just like a testament to what we do, what recovery is for us, and all the cool things we get to have that aren't I mean, obviously that's a tangible thing, but it speaks to a higher volume of
yeah,
what this is for us. So
yeah, dude. The Christmas season in general is like it's it's kind of obvious to say it, but like it's a great time to think about, realize, and like really internalize how blessed you are to have the people in your life.
yeah,
I mean, I did coming from somebody who like I had a stepfather from like the age of 4 to 13 who was I I can't say enough good about him. He's passed away now, but um I don't know if the guy's ever heard a fucking fly, dude. You know what I mean? I don't think he heard a fly
yeah,
while he was on Earth, and I mean, he helped. Like, I have a great dad too. I wasn't missing a dad at all in any capacity, but um, fucking, he helped raise me. So like, I know what a good stepfather can do for somebody. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So that
yeah.
is a blessing in your life.
Yeah, man, I'm just it's a learning thing, man. I know I don't have to tell you that being a father and everything like that, but it is certainly a learning curve. It's a very delicate push and pull sometimes, but I do like to think that and I at least strive towards every day of like I want to be a benefit in this kid's life.
Yeah,
Some days are tough because they require a little bit more discipline or a little bit more stern or a little bit whatever that we do to help mold the children into what they should be or at least what we strive for them to be. But it is cool, man. It's one of the best feelings is like, especially after like a long shitty day at work or a shitty drive home from work or whatever the case may be, and I get in the door and it's like it's really cool to know that like there's somebody here who thinks like I'm the coolest person that they know, or at
yeah,
least in the top couple, and is excited at what we can do. And so, it is a reminder. Certainly, the holidays too are a reminder because we have a whole influx of new toys and Lego sets and all that kind of stuff to do. And it's like, yeah, maybe I don't really feel like I've had a long day. I don't feel like, playing with a 555 piece Lego set today, but show up and do it, right? So,
yeah. I mean, fucking dude, create memories. I mean, it's I can't look back and think of like ever getting like shooed away. You know what I mean? That's why I always, especially when we do our Father's Day episodes, I always say like, I don't even, I don't even think I'm half the father that my dad was because like I lose my shit sometimes, and
right.
I'm like, I can't remember a single time that like he like shoot or him or my stepfather, like I was talking about, like, I don't think anybody's ever like shooed me away and said like, not now, I'm tired, that kind of like I only
Mhm.
remember like no, they did things with me, like We went places and all that shit. Yeah, so that's important.
Yeah. Yeah. I was kind of on the flip side of that, and I had all the examples of what not to be, right? so
Never.
so those are the ideals. Not to say that I didn't have some amazing male role models in my life. My grandfather was one of those other people. Like, don't think he ever hurt a fly, was one of the most honorable and brilliant men that I ever knew. You know, but yeah, definitely like had a plenty of examples of what not to be like. So those are those are what at least
Yeah,
the foundation that I'm trying to give in the home.
that guy came along for me after
Yeah,
the first guy.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we won't give him any airtime.
No. Um, Resolutions. What do we got? I hate resolutions. Uh, I think
Dude,
it's
let me
it's a
just say,
gimmick,
oh my
but
god, dude, I thought about it because we did this shit last year, and let me tell you, it didn't happen. Whatever
right.
I said last year did not freaking happen. Something about a certain dollar amount I wanted to save. I think I had last year. I had the dollar amount in my mind. I still know what it is, and it started out as one of the best financial years I ever had. Quickly became the worst at the end of it.
Mhm.
So we're putting that in God's hands.
But you're
And
in a
it's
new house now. You weren't in a new house this time last year, were you? Or you already were?
yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
just
You were.
moved. Yep.
Okay, that's right.
Um, but uh, but that's all getting sorted out. And then damn, what else did I say last year? I can't remember. I have to go back and listen. I can't remember, but I know that it didn't happen. Whatever it was, it didn't happen. Oh, I wanted to like lose a certain amount of weight or do something, and that did, whatever.
Dude,
So
you know what my problem is with the weight thing, dude, is okay, like if we look back, like I look back at some of the pictures I took like last spring, summer, and whatever, like I look good. I was about 15 to 20 pounds lighter than I am now. But there are certain pictures like, man, I don't know. I started to look like almost like I had heroin body all over again.
emaciated.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so like I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna bulk back up a little bit, which I did. But the problem is when I bulk, dude, it doesn't matter how many hours I spend in the gym. I always carry it around my gut, dude. That's just the way it is. It's the way it always has been. And for some reason, the back of my neck, I got a big fat neck, and yeah. So I don't know if any of our fitness influencer followers want to imbibe some useless or maybe not so useless knowledge my way.
you
I'll
gotta
take it, but
you need to look into neck uh exercises. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
You got to attach a weight to your forehead. You just got
And just go to a show, just go to a metal show and just
yeah.
fucking bang out for yeah, yeah. Um,
Got him. That was a thing. So that's still a thing. Honestly, I don't even think I'm making any. Like, I never really like. The only reason I said those things last year is because we were doing it. Like, I never really do New Year resolutions because what we make many resolutions, but never a decision, right?
yes, yes,
Alcoholics. So I'm not a big fan of them. Uh, but yeah, I'm honestly like, if I have one resolution, it's to treat January 1st as if it didn't just start a new year. Like,
hmm
it's one lifetime. We're just gonna carry on. I got some goals in mind. Like, I got some financial goals again, and
yeah,
I mean, there's things on the horizon, work wise, opportunities and stuff that I'm trying to nail down that are pretty much nailed down, and so like there's things, but they're just life things at this point. I don't even want to
yeah,
put a fucking 2026 label on anything. I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, I want to get better at financial budgeting,
Yeah.
for sure. And by budgeting, I mean like really, I mean like sticking some money away,
Yeah.
and I've been decent at it, but I think doing things like getting a high yield savings account and like being smarter with the money, not just putting it away but being smarter with it, not careless, not crazy, not too much gambling, in a financial sense, but but to get a little bit better with it, man. We got a wedding coming up. It's on the 5-year plan that we want to be in. You know, a new house by some point within the next 5 years. So, you know, that stuff isn't just going to drop in our laps. So we got to get better about that. And call it a resolution, call whatever. I got to quit fucking vaping. So to anybody out there that's thinking about quitting cigarettes, I will tell you one thing. Do what I did and throw them in the trash, and then don't do what I did and go pick up a vape. Just stop, period, and call it a day, man, because that is the worst mistake that I've ever made. It's kind of, it's insidious, right? It's almost like you know, like smoking is to me, cigarettes is almost like heroin was, right? It's the worst thing, you know, and whatever, and it's easy to see that it's bad. You know, you stink, your teeth are gross, your lungs suck. Like it's easy to see that it's bad for you, right? And then vaping is almost like alcohol, right? It's much more acceptable, especially now. Everybody's freaking vaping. You walk anywhere in public, dude, and you got people just vaping left and right. You can do it inside and not get caught. You can even do it on a plane and not get caught, though I wouldn't recommend, because if you do, if you do get caught, you're gonna get waxed, boy. But yeah, man, it sucks. It's insidious, and I really wish I wouldn't have done it. But I did, and yeah, I gotta stop. So we're gonna work on that. But the good news is that if I got sober from alcohol and I got sober from heroin and I got sober from all that other shit, then I can definitely quit the vaping. You know, I just need to realize that my life is unmanageable with it in it, right? So
If you get past like, I mean, I'm talking on my ass here, but if you get past like day 3, I feel like it'll be fine after
yeah.
that. I feel like that's probably wrong. I don't know. Somebody's gonna be like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Corey. It takes 2 weeks. I don't know, but I feel like day 3.
In the car is the worst.
Yeah.
You know, in the car is the worst because I spend 2 hours on the road easy every day. And yeah, so I don't know. We'll see, but I need to stop. I know I need to stop.
Huh.
So
You could always just pick up the crack pipe instead. So
kudos. So
you know what I mean?
yeah. Yes, indeed. What else we got before we crack into some recovery stuff? What do we got? We Eagles won yesterday.
Oh God, yes.
They
Yes.
squeaked one out, but they did in fact win.
Oh my God. I mean, so for one, we don't have to get too deep into this because this could get boring quick. But I will say, like, our defense is so damn good, and like, if dude, I want Cooper DeJean to be our quarterback. How about that? I don't know. He's so good. I love Cooper DeJean. Um, I do know though that we won because Josh Allen missed. Like that's why we won. So,
Yeah.
which is fine. I'm good with that. It should not have been that close. You know what I mean? Our freaking offense, dude. Whether it's Jalen or who, I mean, I don't know. They were cooking in the first half and then just fell off like a
Now they're
feast.
getting a lot of hate today, you know, because of it. You know, how do you not just tie the game up and go into overtime and whatever, and you're at home? I like the call. I
Me
think
too.
you're at home, you go for two. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? You go for
because
two.
I
If
tried.
you were in the link and you're in a hostile environment, you take whatever points you can and hope your team can get it done in overtime.
I agree.
You know?
I I tried our friend Taylor Ryan from Buffalo. Shout out. Just kidding. But she obviously got in my inbox as soon as the game started with some Go Bills bullshit. I didn't even answer her until we won. I just said when we won, I said I just texted her sup.
This is eerily reminiscent of the night before your wedding.
Yes. Oh my God, right? That one did go to overtime.
Yes, it did.
So yeah, but anyway, she went off and she was like, "Oh, we suck. I don't know why we didn't just go into overtime." Da da da. Dad actually said the same thing. Like, why wouldn't they just go? Why wouldn't they just take it overtime? And it's like, well, it's Josh Allen, and they're at home. Like statistically, that had money written all over it, and it did. It really did. He just missed. That
Yeah.
99% of the time, you ain't gonna miss that. So,
Yeah.
but we got lucky and we squeaked by, and here we are. So
13 to 12. I don't think we're going to see that again. A low scoring affair like that again from either of those two teams. I think if we do, then one of them is going to get bounced out of the playoffs early. But yeah. Wrapping up with non-playoff teams, the kingdom of irrelevancy here. Browns got to win and did their best to dash the Pittsburgh Steelers playoff hopes. So shout out to our good friend and former host, Captain Bill. Hope your boys can get it done against the Ravens next week. We'll see what happens. But yeah, they
if they lose, are they out of the playoffs? Or
yeah. So there's two games next week that are win or go home. It is Carolina versus Tampa Bay, and it is Steelers versus Ravens. And all four of those teams' seasons on the line. So,
oh wow,
yeah,
that's exciting.
Yeah, and then other than that, it's going to be half the teams or most of the teams in the playoffs won't start their starters, and it's going to be a meaningless week of football.
That's going to be us.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, should be an exciting matchup next week. I can tell you right now, that whole DK Metcalf thing, man, if that wasn't the dumbest thing that you could possibly do, not only is it's going to cost him something like $40 million, which,
what did he do?
He punched a fan.
Did he actually punch
a fan? Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can't be doing that, dude.
Oh,
I don't for that kind of money and what they're doing out there and like, hey, look, I know they go through the ringer physically, and I'm sure a lot mentally as well. But dude, you're getting paid tens of millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? You can call me any name you want to. You know what I'm saying? You're just some schmuck in the stands who probably paid, half of what he made that week for that one seat. So congratulations to you, brother. But yeah, nothing you say is going to phase me if I'm out there and you're up there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
well, he probably throws the swing like thinking that like, oh, I guess this guy off.
According to them, it's the same guy used to troll him when he was in Seattle. Like he would shout shit at him when he was in Seattle. I don't know, dude. The guy was supposed to like hold a press conference, not DK, the fan. The fan was supposed to hold his own press conference with his legal representative there. So I don't know if that's happened yet or not. I haven't looked into it, but yeah, like what a way to, because that team is completely and totally inept on offense without DK Metcalf, so yeah.
Dude, I would love to be the guy getting punched in the face by a millionaire.
Right.
That would be great.
Right. Yeah. So
why can't somebody just do that?
I don't know. I'm calling all millionaires. Here's a free face. I have a very punchable face.
Gonna cost you.
It's gonna cost you. Yeah. So best of luck to your Eagles.
Yeah, we'll see. I told, like I said in the group chat, we just have to narrowly win our next 5 games, and I'll be happy.
I mean, now, what's your record right now? Do you guys even know? Do you know what your record is?
It is.
Like, are you guys? Oh, all right. So you guys are out of it as far as like whether or not you can lock up the number 1 seed.
Yeah, I don't think we can do that.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like definitely pull the starters.
Yeah, pull them.
Or like I was talking with somebody last night at dinner when we were watching the game. He was like, "Well, I'd rather them not be rusty," and I'm like, "Yeah, I get that. I mean, maybe is there a scenario where you can let them play a quarter or something, like just protect Jalen, play a quarter, and call it a day, or is it even worth it?"
Well, here's the thing, right? There's 2 schools of thought on that. Yeah, we get them rusty, whatever. I mean, again, falling back on the fact these guys are making tens of millions of dollars a year. So rust shouldn't be a thing. We're only really asking you to perform for not even half of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like the most you got 17 regular season games, and then if you make it all the way to the big game, you have 4 more after that. So we're talking a grand total of 21, 22 weeks where you have to keep your body in tip top form and whatever. If my 42-year-old ass can get up and go to the gym every morning at 4:30 and then like maybe get off work and go do some cardio afterwards, bro, you guys should be able to like not be rusty after just having a week off. You know what I'm saying? But I think the even bigger thing is like what happens if you do put Jalen Hurts in for a quarter and he falls on his freaking ankle wrong? You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't take much.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, like our number one receiver, the rookie tight end, Harold Fannin, he just jumped up to make. I mean, now granted, it was a beautiful catch, but he caught a touchdown pass yesterday and injured his groin doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, are you going to really risk AJ Brown or Devontae Smith doing that right before you head into the, a run to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Agreed.
So, yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Best to err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, I think for to pivot and to talk a little bit about recovery because we are a recovery podcast. I think tonight we're just kind of try to focus on we'll wait till we got a full crew back to kind of continue along the line of what we were talking about with resentments and fears and our personal harmful conduct towards other people. But yeah, I think it is certainly relevant as the time of the year, the holidays and whatnot. And I know we've touched on this a little bit before. But yeah, a little bit of what it's like, what it was like during holidays, and then what it's like now. You know what I'm saying? What it's like being around the family. I guess we kind of touched on some of the good stuff, but maybe some of the stuff that we some of the not so good stuff. What are the tough things about being around the family or certain members of the family or whatever the case may be during the holidays? So that might have been really vague, but I will open it up to you, Corey, as you just got back from being with family, both sides of it, over the holidays. And I guess, I don't know, tell us, what are the differences between what it was like versus what it's like now?
Like when I was getting high?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
Everything is the same. The withdrawals, the sweats. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, God, dude, the last few Christmases before I got sober, I wasn't even around. I mean, 2 of them, I want to say, yeah, I can't remember. 2014, I wasn't there. I wasn't around family. I think I was in rehab in California, and then 2015, which is this period of sobriety, I was in Florida. Before that was 2013, and I was a selfish dick. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't really coming around at all. I think I told this story before, so I'll abbreviate it, but I'm pretty sure that I may have went to my dad's for like Christmas dinner upon maybe his request. And at the end of the night, like asked him if he had $20 or something or some money or something. And the ironic funny thing is that he gave me like $18, which as a drug addict that could piss you off in a heartbeat.
Ain't gonna get too far.
Yeah, like, and then it's like, well, now I got to put like the $2.45 that I have in my car in the gas tank, in change, by the way. And in New Jersey, by the way, you don't pump your own gas. You gotta hand the money to the gas attendant for him to pump the gas. So when you hand a gas attendant $2.45 in change, it's really fucking embarrassing. And I did it many times. So
as a quick Just to completely cut you off here, why do you think that is? Um, with the Jersey gas thing, I think it's the same way in Oregon, but don't quote me on that.
Oregon,
But
yeah.
is it because we can't trust our residents to properly pump the gas, or we're concerned about the theft of gasoline?
No, so maybe next week I'll come back with a good workup on it, but it has to do with something many decades ago, um, where there was basically competition between people who had self serve or full service gas, and it was a political thing, and it was about competition. So it basically eliminated somebody got the upper hand there. I can't remember the exact story, but it had to do with the competition of self serve and full service. Um, and somebody was in a politician's pocket, I think. Wow. So, but yeah, I mean, no, New Jerseyans shouldn't be trusted with gas anymore. So, and it gave me a job at 18 years old. So I pumped gas. Um, but yeah, dude, I don't know. I was completely absent other than that. Like, and I'm assuming like it's so foggy at this point, but I'm assuming that people were wondering where I was, you know? In fact, my mom recently told me she was here for Thanksgiving last month, and she told me that I think it was that year, that last year that I spent Christmas in New Jersey, that she had like, and mind you, I'm like 18 or something, but that she had like actually made sure like I had gifts and like under the tree and like did the whole thing, and I never showed up. You know what I mean? I was kind of like, that's bullshit. No, you didn't. And she was like, yeah, I did. And I was like, oh yeah, well, I guess I wouldn't know. Show up, you know? Um, so obviously it's a 180 today. Um, it's a 180, and the the blessing of like having so much family to spend Christmas with um, is something else. Like I said, like we spent Christmas with Gabby's family, which included her dad and her stepmom one day. Like we went over there for a whole thing. There was a ton of family there. And then we spent like actual Christmas with her mom and her sister who came in from New Orleans and her husband. And then, like I said, like Isabel was there. We had, like I said, we had 10 people in that house. So I don't know, it's kind of mind blowing that people even want me around, right? Um, I mean, I get it today. Like I don't do much harm, and I think I'm fairly reasonable and likable. But from who I was, you know what I mean? Like I don't deserve all this, really.
Mhm.
It's all by God's grace that I have it. And I was actually telling Gabby, like I've always like her mom's always made me feel like a son, and like and her dad too. But like there was something different this year. Like I clicked with more like other relatives. Like I spent a lot of time talking to Gabby's uncle. I met another uncle for the first time and talked a lot with him. Talked a lot with Gabby's brother-in-law. Just like, and we got to watch some football and stuff. I just felt way more like clicked in this year,
Mhm.
and that was really cool. You know what I mean? Like that's one of those times that I thought like, I'm blessed.
Yeah.
Um, as far as like any, I don't know if you're gonna ask about like drinking and stuff. Are you? You gonna get there?
Yeah. Yeah. We can get there. Yeah.
So I'm sure we've tackled this on the pod too, but dude, blessing of this way of life and recovery. So like I don't want to phrase it like this, but for the sake of the pod, I will phrase it like this. Like sometimes I feel like I'm so recovered that I'm fucking naive because I can't even tell when people are drunk anymore. Sometimes it's so stupid.
Yeah.
Do you ever get that?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave everybody nameless and anonymous and stuff, but like there was obviously alcohol, and again, it doesn't. Yeah, I mean exactly what being recovered's like, and some people will hate on that idea that we don't have to struggle and that the obsession has been removed. But it's true for us and for me. I can attest to it, and like literally, the I'm thinking about it now in hindsight. I did not think about it in the moment. That other people were drinking around me, and that I was just drinking Sprite. I felt no different. I felt no pressure. I felt no awkwardness. No nothing. Um, it's just what it is today, you know.
Mhm.
And but I will say that there was one member of the family that had a few, and and like it was fine. Like there's no big event or anything, but like you know that type of drunk that's like they're going to repeatedly tell you something very endearing and loving and kind of
Mhm.
the old like kind of like, oh, I love you, dude, that kind of thing.
Real in your face. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. I can't like really detail it for you for the sake of being anonymous,
Mhm.
but it's so funny because I was sitting there thinking as they were saying this, like, wow, that's so sweet. That is so sweet of this person to say this. Like I'm very touched. And then they repeated it. And I said, "Oh, okay, I know what's
Yeah.
happening here."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was like, and I told Gabby after the fact, I was like, "Dude, I was so stupid. I didn't even realize what was happening."
They got the
Um,
warm and fuzzies
yeah,
all over. Yeah.
but it was a good time. But yeah, it's funny how like I'm a drug addict and I'm an alcoholic and I can't even point to
Yeah.
like he was, not falling down and stuff. But, so what? I don't know what you think.
I I can just recall I can't recall a lot of it for obvious reasons. I can recall and it wasn't even Christmas time, I think, but definitely the last Thanksgiving before I got sober was a rough one. And I had gone out the night before and, I'd been, shooting dope for a while at that point. I've been hooked on heroin for several years at this point, but it gotten really, really deep into it. We're spending hundreds of dollars a day if we got it. And it was my birthday the night before, and to try and put on that mask of normalcy again. I got everybody at work's like, oh, dude, let's go out, let's go out. It's your birthday, let's go out and tie one on and have a good time. And I like alcohol at that point, like had no interest. I had no interest in it, because I had the better shit, but some in me, like, I want to maintain that facade of not being like this, just like loner drug addict that just gets high by himself all the time, type deal, and go out with people and try to, enjoy myself, or at least have some semblance of that. And I proceeded to just really, really tie one on, and then, like, of course I'm mixing it with other drugs. I don't remember. It was a blackout evening, and I woke up and my whole room was like a tornado, and I was living, with my mom and stepdad at that point, and the whole place was like a tornado. And I just remember this really weird vibe, like they wouldn't talk to me when I woke up at whatever it was, 11 o'clock, noon, something like that, and they wouldn't really talk to me or whatever. But I wasn't paying. I was just nursing this hangover, right, and trying to get right before we had to go over to my grandparents for Thanksgiving dinner. And we got over there, and again, they didn't speak to me like the whole car ride over there. They said the one thing my stepdad said to me, like, as we're pulling into my grandparents' houses, he said, Greg, I just want to let you know you were very, very ugly last night. And
Oh no.
and that was like, I was like, of course, in my own head, I'm like, screw you, dickhead. You ain't even part of this family. You know what I'm saying? But of course, and that's me at 30 years old acting like that asinine, scorned child, you know. Um, but the truth of the matter is like that dude put up with the worst parts of me, and like the guy's a saint for doing it, because for a guy that's like not his kid and also a grown adult, and for him to have put up with some of the stuff that he put up with, God bless him for it. But yeah, like, and I remember my mom just like bursting into tears at Thanksgiving dinner in front of my whole family. And I think it was because I had asked for, I wanted to, like, my aunt had brought some beers over or something like that. I wanted to crack open a beer at Thanksgiving. It's not like I'm not allowed. I'm an adult, you know. And I remember my mom just bursting into tears, and I literally ruined Thanksgiving dinner with just the way that I had acted the night before that I didn't remember a single moment of. I remembered going to one bar. Apparently, we went to six after that. And then, on top of whatever else combination of drugs I did. But yeah, and then, so I can remember that. I can remember people putting away valuables when I came over.
Terrible.
Because I was a thief. I remember nobody had any of their medications out. Everything had to be like literally locked up in a safe.
I hide the children's Benadryl when you come around. So you know.
But yeah, man, that was me. And like the biggest takeaway I can get from that is what a chore. What a chore it was to have me around, because of course all those people loved me, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, God, all the rat race that they would have to go to in essence, child-proof their homes for a grown man, So that's the vast difference today, I think, is just that I got people that look forward to seeing me. I got people, that look forward to having me around. I got a niece and nephew who look forward to FaceTiming with me on Christmas, and who are so excited to show me all their stuff. And I got, family that genuinely cares, and like, huge shout out to Lauren and her family, man, because they like very similar, like they accept me, they accept me. I don't know. They some of them could turn around as soon as I'm gone and be like, I don't know about that Greg, whatever. but like, at least to my face, they're wonderful people. They treat me like an equal. They treat me like I'm a part of. I always get hugs. I get, a genuine, hey, we're really glad you're here kind of thing. I have genuine conversation with these people, and it's just amazing. And like a family of her size, like it's a big family, and to get to see and be a part of that, and be a part of like seeing how that whole family dynamic works is very cool, and it makes me very happy to be a part of. I can say that the first couple years of getting sober, and when I would come home, most of the time I would spend most of the holidays down in Florida. I'd be at your house for half of them.
Right.
But the holidays I did come home, yeah, it's a weird dynamic at first, and it isn't, because I do firmly believe that somewhere in there, not 8, 9, 10 months in, somewhere in there, like that obsession was removed from me. It was part of the, it was a big chunk of the work that we do. And the other rest of it was miraculous, because, on my own, I could never, ever, ever hope to accomplish that. But the obsession to drink and get high was removed from me. And earlier on, I remember recognizing those things, and I would like maybe laugh or chuckle. Nowadays, I don't even blink. It's just, it is what it is. It's funny. I had a client come in to work a couple days before Christmas with some gift bags for me and a coworker. And he's, you guys take such good care of me. Here you go. Merry Christmas. And it was like a hoodie, a gift card, and each one of us got a bottle of whiskey, because this guy doesn't know that I don't imbibe. And, I wasn't going to say anything and make him feel bad or anything like that. So, graciously accepted. Thank you. And I got this bottle of Crown Royal. And I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with that? Well, I drew Lauren's dad for Secret Santa. So I'm like, perfect. So yeah, I regifted that sucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, bottle of Crown, but yeah, I didn't. It was a total afterthought, and so now I don't focus on it. But I do remember those first couple years where it was like, oh well, this is usually like the part I go outside with my cool aunt, and my cool uncle, and smoke a joint,
Hell yeah.
or hit their one hitter, and that was always the funniest part about when I was getting high is like I'd go out there and I'd chief that one hitter and be like, well, where's the rest at,
Right.
you know,
Oh my God, the one
um,
hitter.
yeah,
But was it a little cigarette?
yeah, of course they're products of the '60s, man.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, so of course that's a big deal to them. To me, I'm like, dude, I'll take that whole thing down right now. I'll eat that whole box, you know. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was weird at first, So, and that I think that is a good like kind of space to wrap this all up on. But it's like, what advice would you give to the newcomer? Maybe it's their first year or even second year of sobriety. Maybe they've been doing the work for a little bit. Maybe they haven't even really got. Maybe they're fresh out of rehab and not really. They didn't have the luxury of me and you where we got to go 1,000 miles away. Maybe they're right in their backyard. Like, what advice would you have to that newcomer that wants so desperately to stay sober, but there are these things that pop up this time of year.
Yeah. Actually a couple of things. One, um, kind of just knowing that it might be a little bit of a task to get through it. You know what I mean? Like if things are feeling awkward and weird and stuff, like it might just be something that you need to kind of just get through and get on the other side of it. Maybe easier said than done, but I'm just saying like sometimes we just have to kind of take the bit in our teeth and deal with the shit. Um, but also a way to deal with that, I'd always recommend prayers. You know what I mean? I'm always going to recommend like having some sort of understanding of a higher power and relying on that higher power to get you through weird shit like this. And probably um the one thing I have experience with, I can't say that I was like in danger of a drink or anything because I don't feel like I was, but I will say the first time that I went to New Jersey after getting sober down here in Florida, I went up for court and we my dad picked me up and there was some sort of party. It wasn't a holiday thing, but you can relate it to the holidays. There was some sort of party going on with a bunch of his friends, uh, and there was some drinking going on. Not 99% of everybody was probably responsible and not even drunk, but everybody was drinking. And we stopped in, and no big deal. Like I'm a couple years sober at this point. I am fully entrenched in the work that we do, and I'm helping others. I have a good prayer life. All is well. But I'm in this place where my nerves are already shot because I'm going to handle some court stuff where they might not let me out. You know what I mean? That's the fear anyway. Um, I'm in New Jersey where I have warrants and I need to make it to Monday so I can handle these things with the courts. But I need to not get stopped by a cop or anything before then. I got
Mm,
I got in on like a Friday, you know what I mean? So there's like a Saturday, Sunday little window there where
yeah.
shit was iffy. So now we're at this place where everybody's drinking. And did I want to drink? No, and nothing like that. Again, wasn't I don't feel like I was in danger, but it felt weird. It felt weird that everybody in this place was drinking. And there was I can't remember who it was or anything, but there was one person who like visibly had a little too much, like slurring his words and stuff. And we were just there too long, and I just felt like uncomfortable, I guess. Again, not tempted or anything, but just like fucking I've had enough, dude. You know what I mean? And eventually we got out of there and we left and went home and all is fine. But I made sure the next day that I sought out a recovery group. And that's what I would recommend for anybody that's
Mm,
new around the holidays. Like have that escape plan, I guess. Is human aid going to help you stay sober long term? No. Like I believe that you need to get on board with some sort of higher power. That it helped me immensely to get around alcoholics and drug addicts that were sober. Yep. It helped me immensely just to talk with some people that knew the language, that knew what this life was about and stuff. And I felt fucking cured when I left that group. Like, I felt very uneasy going in, and I felt great afterwards. And that was the last time. I mean, I haven't really been in that predicament since, but that was the last time I really felt like uncomfortable around alcohol.
The world does not change just because my world changes because I got sober, but the rest of the world does not stop moving, stop turning, stop doing what they do just because I decided to get sober. So if I am restless, irritable, discontented, feel weird and awkward in social situations, you name it, it's probably me, right? It is me. It's not anybody else or any other circumstance. So exactly what you said. Search out, if you're feeling uneasy around the holidays, search out people that are like you, right? And the 9 times out of 10 where you're going to find that is, in some kind of recovery group. I know, especially around Christmas, New Year's Eve, several different holidays, a lot of these recovery meeting halls and stuff like that, they have 24-hour meetings going on,
Yeah.
Where their doors are open all day and all night, for all takers. Because we do know that, while guys like you and me will say proudly that we are fully recovered and that problem has been removed from us, we also understand and remember what it was like to be early on in this thing and be on shaky ground. So seek that out. So yes, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Shout out to our listeners. Please like, follow, and share on all socials at Trudge Report Pod. Email us at trudgereportpod@yahoo.com. Send mailbag requests for topics, questions, and comments to any of these handles. Remember, we are all here if anyone wants to talk about recovery and our experiences, or if you're struggling with some form of addiction. Thank you to Janine and Stella Mix Podcast Management. Good night, God bless, and may you trudge the road of happy destiny. We will see you next week.